Hey everybody out there in the YO universe, this is Survivor 2002 with your American Idol recap for Tuesday, March 3rd. Going over the details of last night real quick. This is shaping up to be a season that has a few bright spots in it, but it's more along the lines of picking out the people who don't suck, which is fairly easy since unfortunately most of them do. But we're not going to rehash the entire show. I just want to pick out the three people who I hope are going to go through. Starting off with big things that come in little packages, and I mean Lil Rounds, yep. To everyone's shock, but no one's really huge surprise, they saved the best for last when they picked her to end the show. When she stepped into the mic and she opened her mouth, that was it. It was all over but the superlatives, and even Simon was smiling, which usually that is not a good thing, but in this case it was. So Lil just did absolutely amazing, and I cannot see for the life of me her not going through tonight. So she's my first pick. In fact, I would say she is the girl pick for last night's show. But the guy pick, I was on the fence about a couple of people, but I think after Jorge Nunez did his thing, I think he's definitely the guy pick. He is shaping up to be what could possibly be the next Mark Anthony. I mean, he's got that kind of a voice. Accent or no accent, judges, so stick that in your ballot and smoke it. But yeah, Jorge is definitely my pick for the guy. For the third person with the most votes, that's a little bit more sticky because there was a couple of girls that were good. Von Smith really toned down his YouTube persona, which was wonderful. And he definitely took the judges' notes on that and did a much better job than before. It's going to come down, I think, to either Von or Scott McIntyre. Scott, I think, is a great performer. He's got a lot of potential. His song pick, Mandolin Rain by Bruce Hornsby and the Range, gotta love somebody that picks that song. I mean, that was a dynamite album. And I only wish he'd been able to perform that song on piano. I'm sure he did too. But we're not at that stage of the game yet. So, mad props for picking that song, though. So I would have to go with a toss-up between Von and Scott for third place. I would pick Scott, mostly because frankly, because of his handicap, I think people will really cut him some slack and get him into the final 12. Whether he stays there or not, that's doubtful. If there was some way they could swing it so he could perform on piano every night, may not be such a problem. But we'll have to see how America did its thing, and I'm hoping that they made some really good choices, because there could be some disasters, but it's American Idol. We have a pretty busy week because Thursday is actually going to be wild card, which I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to drag this thing out and have like a separate show for wild card next week, but it's a good thing that they decided to go ahead and wrap it up now so they can get that final 12 competition started. But we shall see how this thing goes. And I'm predicting a long stay for Lil Rounds. Whether or not she'll win, that's anybody's guess. And as I've learned in the past, it doesn't pay to handicap any of the people this soon in the game. So I'm going to refrain from saying, oh yeah, she's going to be the next American Idol. Because we still have Danny Goki yet to go. And I think he's being sort of groomed to slide into that position. But then again, like I said, this is AI. You just don't know. But having said that, I'm going to wrap this baby up. And I'll be hollering at you later on after we find out who got through with the voting. So take care and talk to you soon.